Hey everybody, happy Thursday.
So my wife and I were discussing possibility of what kind of dinner we were gonna try to shoot for tonight. I had taken out some big, beautiful, luscious, supple chicken breasts. Those are fantastic. Also, I got a variety of bell peppers. I had an orange, which was starting to go downhill, so we grabbed that one. It was a small one. We grabbed a green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and a 1/3 size of a big size cooking onion. And we just julienne the onion and we speared out the green peppers. The length of the spears is basically I take a pepper, I chop off the butt end with the lobes, I chop off the top crown right where it starts to bend on the wall, and then make one slice and just lay the knife down and kind of slice through the white fibers that are holding the walls and the seeds inside. Just kind of skim it, and then I've got basically a flat flap of pepper, so however tall that is, like the green pepper you can imagine. You got the top crown, which kind of comes up, and then you got the bottom lobes there. So it's a fair size green pepper, fair size red pepper, small orange pepper. Anyway, so we were deciding, okay, well, you know, we do a lot of stuff with chicken, make a lot of different meals, different styles of cooking. I noticed that we just went shopping and we got some tortillas. Gotta love the tortillas, large size tortillas. I've got some old cheddar cheese. I've got some sour cream. I got some salsa. I've got some of that nasty orange Tostitos cheese in a jar. So I think sour cream, cheese in a jar, and salsa will be our dippers. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to make some quesadillas with these tortillas. So we've got our green peppers and onion already speared out and julienne. And now I'm just going to take these chicken breasts and I'm going to chunk them out fairly small so the cook time isn't too long. And then I'm going to shred some cheddar cheese up, and I'm going to get the chicken chunks and all the veggies into a large pan, some olive oil, and just start cooking those. My wife is on her way home. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to find the old El Paso fajita mix, the powder flavor mix, or the taco seasoning. You could use either one, or you could just raw dog it. Use salt, pepper, olive oil. And again, we have the salsa and the disgusting cheese to dip it into and the sour cream. So it'll have like a Mexican food-esque type flavor to it. But if you get that flavor mix after you've cooked your peppers, onions, and chicken in the pan, you can add that flavor powder, add some water, boil it down, get everything kind of soak deeply and very nicely into the meat and veggies. And then you can go from there. And then from the fully cooked point of everything you see here, we're going to take one tortilla, we're going to put it on a plate. I'm going to sprinkle some old cheddar cheese, shredded cheese, and then I'm going to take my cooked meat and veggies, and I'm going to kind of layer around the cheese. Well, not layer, but I'm going to put it on top of the cheese, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more cheese, not too much, and then I'm going to put another tortilla wrap on top of that. And I'm going to use this whole package. I think there's about 10 in here. So, in my mind, I've got 5 large quesadillas. And then after those are cooked, we're going to take our pizza cutter and cut them into pie triangles, sliced pieces, or whatever. And then we're going to serve with the dippables. And if she can find me a fresh lemon and a fresh lime, I'm going to have a little side dish, which was taught to me years ago by one Elsa Mendez. Thank you, Elsa. Very simple, basic, Mexican, lovely dish with cucumber, lemon, lime, salt, and pepper. I guess let's get it started. We got to cut up this chicken, and we got to get all these things into a frying pan. All right, chicken's diced up. Let's get some olive oil in the pan. Let's set it to 4 out of 10. Get it started. Oh, I need to re-up on my olive oil. Let's add a little more there and get the chicken in and throw some kosher salt on the top. Give it a few flips and mixes and let it start to whiten. And once it's about half white, I'm gonna dump those veggies in there too. All right. Let's see my thick, chunky kosher salt on those pieces of diced chicken, sitting in a pool of olive oil, sitting in a pan, which is sitting at 4 to 10 on the heat scale. So it begins. So it's been in there for about 10 seconds. You can see how quickly the small pieces of chicken start to cook. So we're just gonna wait till each of those pieces, approximately all the pieces, are about half cooked. So you see all the pinky flesh color that we have, and you see the white color, right? So we're gonna wait till that view right there is pretty much half and half, pink and white. And then we're gonna add these. And then we're gonna add some more kosher salt, because that's there's a lot of water in those vegetables, and it will dilute the salty nature of the already existing pan full of food. All right, I waited a little bit too long. I had to kiss my wife. So now I'm gonna add the veggies. There's still some pink in there. It's not cooked all the way through yet. Okay, we're gonna give these a mix now. And my wife did get some taco seasoning mix. My preference is fajita mix. I'm not sure how much they actually differ, but fajitas, they go with chicken fajitas. Tacos, you can go either way with chicken or beef. Actually, you can even go fish. But I think I'm gonna just do it without, so that I can show you that it's still delicious and still works if you're suffering from limited ingredients, somewhat limited. Your array of vegetable beauty might be a little bit different than mine. This is what I had to work with, so this is what I'm doing. All right, just let it cook, let it cook, let it cook, let it cook down. And make sure you keep stirring so nothing on the bottom gets overcooked while everything up top is getting undercooked. Just keep mixing it around. You'll notice once your pepper spears go limp and they kind of lose a little bit of the brightness, that's a good time to stop. The chicken, of course, is half to 3/4 cooked already, so it's not going to take much to finish that off. And make sure you add salt. Bring those flavors out. Don't oversalt. Undersalting can be just as damning. Uh-oh, I just realized something. I guess I'm a bit of a glutton. That's why I'm going to be starting a new fitness regimen for myself. I'll keep you posted, but it's gonna happen. So I was originally going to go for using all these tortillas, which is about 10, which is 5 large quesadillas. Plus we're going to do our little Mexican-inspired cucumber appetizers or hors d'oeuvres, whatever side dish. And that's a lot of food for 2 people, even if one of them is me. So I think we're just going to do 6 of these tortillas. We're going to make 3 quesadillas with that side dish. I think that's much more appropriate. I think my mom would probably agree. Love you, baby. Thank you. She's always looking out for a big boy. That was weird to say. All right, take some of this. One of these. Shred it. All right, so you can see that we've lost some of the brightness in the peppers. The onions have become a translucent color / appearance. So now we know it's time to turn the heat off, and we don't want all that extra liquid in there, so we're gonna try to find a lid as big as we can, and we're gonna pour that into the sink, and then we're going to leave this pan off the burner. It'll still stay relatively warm, but that's okay because we're going to get our barbecue going, so we're gonna assemble our quesadillas. Okay, so I've heated the barbecue up, I've cleaned it off, and now we've got everything on the very lowest setting. There's just a little bit of flame coming out there. We've got our tortillas, the bottom layer, and we're gonna spread our cheese, and we're gonna put our fixins on top of the cheese. We're gonna spread some more cheese, get some tops, top tortillas for these quesadillas, and we're gonna close the lid. We're just gonna heat them up for a minute or two, and then we're gonna flip them. Hopefully the cheese is melted and holds everything together. If it doesn't, it's gonna be a disaster, and I'm hoping for the best. Yep.
And make this silly noise. Like, whoa! Oh my god.
Okay, so this is kind of a fast process. I should have mentioned that before. So they've been heating up for a while. Got some nice grill marks on the bottom. Just want to give that top cheese a chance to get a little melty so that the top tortilla can adhere to the middle fixins, the fillings. And then we're gonna flip it another couple minutes, and then it'll be ready to take off and serve. Okay. I would say that they're probably ready to go. We got a little bit of a flipping mishap. It happens. I don't want to brag about it. It could happen to you because it happened to me in tea. Quesadillas. Happy Thursday, everybody. Chicken quesadillas with orange, green, and red bell pepper, Spanish onion. We've got cucumber spears. We're gonna coat these generously in lime juice and lemon juice and salt and pepper. A wonderful addition to any meal, especially one that's Mexicali themed. There you have it, folks. Chicken quesadillas, Billy G's Kitchen, salsa, disgusting liquid cheese from that thing, some sour cream. Bon appetit. Bon appetita. Eat well, be well, everybody. See you next time.